I would like to invite our next speaker, but before I do that, I would like to read a brief profile. So kindly let's listen to his profile. He is a Ghanaian technology entrepreneur, industrialist, and an economist. He is also the CEO of Suku Technologies, a multi-award-winning technology solutions company in Ghana with over 230 corporate clients in Europe and Africa. He is the chairman for the Greater Accra region of the Association Ghana Industries, AGI, Ghana's leading voice of industry, where he leads the national industrial engagements with governments and the media. Tsonam was elected as chairman of the Trade and Industry Cluster during the second ordinary session of the fourth Permanent General Assembly of the African Union's Economic, Social, and the Cultural Council. Tsonam has distinguished himself locally and internationally, having done business successfully in over 50 countries. He speaks globally on the digitalization of business processes using technology to enhance results, TVET, technology for development, financial management, industrial issues, fintech, agritech, African integration and trade issues, industry academia collaborations, among others. He is a member of the Governing Council of the Methodist University Ghana and the Ghana Construction Machinery Mechanics Training Institute of the NVTI. He chaired the Technical Committee of the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, commissioned in Abuja, responsible for the development of an e-commerce platform on EcoBiz for the West African sub-region. He previously served as the youth advisor to the African Union Economic, Cultural, and Social Council, where he was the focal person for AU's agenda. He's a Jack Ma's Alibaba E-Founders Initiative Fellow, a Mandela Washington Fellow, President Obama's US ADF Grant Prize for Young African Leaders, UNDP Youth Connect Fellow, and Tony Elumelu Entrepreneur. He won the 2024 Promising Entrepreneur of the Year, the 2020 Ghana's 40 Under 40 Award in Technology and Innovation. In 2014, he received African's Top 35 Under 35 CEOs Achievement Awards. He was awarded the African's Young Visionary Entrepreneur Award in 2013 by the African Leadership Magazine UK. He received the Business Entrepreneurship Training at the Alibaba Business School in China and also in Clark Atlanta University Business School in the US. Tsonam completed the Stanford Seed Program of Stanford Graduate School of Business. He holds a master's degree in economic policy management and a BA in economics and political science, both from the University of Ghana. In addition, he has a diploma in financial management from CIM UK. He is a fellow of the Institute of Chartered Economists Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, with a resounding round of applause, help me welcome Mr. Tsonam Akpaloo to join me here on stage.
Good morning. I'm as confused as you. So I was talking to Terry when then Terry reminded me that what they were reading was about me. I said, yeah. How are you guys? How are you doing today? Congratulations. Oh. Yeah. You guys are really doing well. The way Africa is tough, the real people who are contributing to the success of the continent are the real SMEs like you. Guys, clap for yourself. Over 80% of all businesses on the continent are SMEs. You know, when you talk of the success of the continent, it's really about the fashion designers, you know, the beauty people, the everyday person, the shoemakers. They, in their small households, contribute to make all of us survive. And so, such forum like this is so critical and important because it is a forum that will allow us to move from doing things anyhow to doing things properly. So I was very excited to see Terry walk us through the things that he's talked about. And I will highly associate myself with the things he talked about. And I'm here to encourage you that you have to take everything he said very seriously. The first thing I'd like to talk about is realignment of our interests. You've all observed that we all place priority on many things. So, for example, somebody would prefer to spend 1,000 Ghana Friday night drinking with friends in a beer bar. But the next day, Saturday, when the neighbor is in trouble and the neighbor needs only 200 cedis, we'll say, no, I don't have. What it means is that the drinking of beer on Friday night is the priority of that person. So what I'm saying to you this morning is to realign your priority. What is your priority? What are you spending your money on? Are you spending the money collecting funeral clothes? Do you have a whole wardrobe where you just pack funeral clothes? Or you are using that money to support your child education? Or you are using that money to expand your business? I want to suggest to you that at this stage of your career, of your business, I would rather prefer that you spend your money expanding your business. And every peso counts. Every money counts. So first thing, separate yourself from your business. I know it's a very difficult exercise because things get tough and difficult, so we just spend anyway. If the desire is to grow your business, to become a national business or international business, it has to start gradually, but by a clear decision with a plan. And the plan is that you have to collect money, build money, grow the money, and then you use the same money to expand the business. So, first thing, separating yourself from your business. The next thing is that you have to be bankable, because you need money to grow anyway. And you don't need to use your money to grow, but you can leverage on your money to get more money to grow. How do you do that? You have to create a bank account if you don't have one already, because I believe all of you do have one. And all of you have Momo. The thing is that you don't use it much. You just spend the money cash hand, buy food, eat, and so on. But I'm saying to you today that be deliberate about building your account. Be very deliberate. So every week, if I were you, every money that comes, I'll send it to the account. Or you ask your client to pay you through the account. Give your bank account out. Because these days, a lot of people have their account on their phone anyway. They can just, every bank have an app, so you can just push the money. The reason is that you need that account for many reasons. First of all, if you need to secure a facility like a loan to expand your business, they will look at your history. The loan that will be given to you will be based on how you run your account. So if the turnover in your account is 100,000, it will be based on that they will give you a loan of 50,000, for example. But you cannot go to the bank and say, well, I've had all these monies. Where is the evidence? There's no evidence. So you have to build your account. The second thing is, if there's an opportunity for any of you to travel abroad, which is coming soon, by the way, you'll be called upon to travel, to attend a fashion show, to go and showcase your product in a trade fair somewhere in the world. And you need to apply for visa. You have to attach your bank statement. So if you don't run in, how are you going to attach it? So you need to build a history, clear history. And what I'm saying is that every money that comes, you should just go through. You should just pass through regularly, every day, every week, like that. You see that the volume will be high. So it's easier for you. When the banker sees, it's easier for them to give you money. So that's the first thing. And then you have to keep records. So keeping records is very important. You need to have records, record keeping, because I'm sure you are taught already, but I'm just reiterating that every client you have, you must have open an account for them. It's as simple as an exercise book, have an account for every client that you have and record every transaction you have with them. Now, this meeting is for you to help you to transform. So the transformation means that you need to now move into a technology environment, which is the next thing I'm going to talk about. So record keeping becomes so essential for continuity. You need to be able to travel or take a vacation, and somebody needs to replace you. But most of you gathered here, I guarantee you, if you go on vacation, the business will wait for you. The business will not continue. But we want a situation where even if you travel, the business is still running. Okay? Your workers should be able to open a book or open an IT software and see that this is the history of this client, rather than talking to you before you say, oh, this is what is here. So record keeping is really, really important. The next thing I'd like to mention has to do with digitization, which is why you are here, which is what Terry has spoken about. So many folks, he may have talked about social media. It's very crucial. In this day and age, everybody is on social media. People are in the social media dancing. People are in the social media gossiping. And people are in the social media talking about men and women and all of that. What are you talking about? Please talk about only your business. That's the most important thing. Use social media to enhance your business. Okay? But the good thing is that these days, social media is managed professionally. You see? Because for us humans, it is what we see that we make decision on. It's only God that sees beyond what we cannot see. So if you want somebody to buy a product, you must have to give the best presentation of it digitally. Unfortunately now, because the whole continent is, or the whole world is just like one place, what you post, people can see everywhere in the world. So what you post is very important. So if I were you, I'll get a professional to manage your social media for you. Related to social media has to do with your website, because I know a lot of you don't have websites. That is so wrong. No matter how small your business is, you need to have a website. And because people are, let's say, sewing anyway without it, they think it's okay. It's not okay. You know, if you travel elsewhere in the world, the only place that you will get any service, it's when you go online and see people's work, because people must see your work and see your review before they call you. But how will people see you? There are foreigners coming to Ghana every day. They are looking for hairdressers, they are looking for fashion designers, they can't find. So far, you see all your clientele are people in your network, your referrals. Go international. The tourists should go online and see you and come to you. And say, we've seen you online, we want you to sew for us, we are coming to Ghana. And they will send you dollars. Move to the dollar level. Stop being CDs all the time. How do you do that? It's through digitization. You know, a lot of people say, why should I spend money paying somebody to do websites and emails and those things? But that is the world. Your competitor is there and he's taking all the business. And you really have to be there. My niece is coming to Ghana in August to come and get married. He's bringing the white man, she's in New York, to come and get married. And then she herself went online because she was looking for a fashion designer to sew her marriage, whatever. And the person she got online, the person was charging $6,000 to just sew the kente. Yes, the one you use for marriage. $6,000. That's a lot of money. That's over how much? 60,000, right? 60,000 cedis. Just for sewing that. But I know that thing, 2,000, 3,000, you should do it here. But she says 60,000, and my niece is happy to pay. Because that's her world. That's what she sees. And where she lives, things cost like that. The reason why this lady, so she sent me to go and see her and all of that, I said, no, she's a Ghanaian, she should make the money. I went to see her on the spin test road. She's just working from home. 1 table, 2 apprentices. She's bagging 60,000 because she's online, she's on social media. She has beautiful pictures. You are probably better than her, more organized than her, but who is seeing you? Who knows your work? So if, let's say, she's paying, let's say, 1,000, she's paying 1,000 cedis every month to somebody to manage, let's say, a social media. That 1,000 a year is what? 12,000. Just one deal is 60,000. But because you are thinking small, like you don't want to release the money, so you are here, you're still here, and praying to God. Because God has given you every opportunity already. So yes, so this lady is bagging 6,000 for just showing that. So what I'm saying to you is that the world needs to see your work. Yeah, please talk to Justin and sign up and get a social media. Justin, please stand up. They should see that guy. Talk to him before you go. Make sure he gets your social media. Make sure he gets you an email, a professional email. You know, in this day and world, if you are sending an email to somebody and you use Yahoo at yahoo.com or at gmail.com, those things, you are fraud. Nobody take you serious. Because what's the evidence that you are not fraud? Yeah, because there are plenty of fraudsters online. A lot of them. Go to Instagram, you see them. Nice. Where's the evidence that you are not fraud? So the only way for me to authenticate that is when you come official. Okay? So let's say if your business is Jenami Fashions Enterprise. Your email should be info@jenamifashions.com. So I know, so I can go to Jenami Fashion to read about you first, professionally. And so spending, let's say, $15 a month, just $15 a month, that's easily less than $150 to secure your email. You say no. But you've forgotten that $150 Ghana, you're just taking Uber from Spinters Road to go to Kaswa for somebody's naming ceremony Saturday. Somebody you don't know because it's your friend's cousin auntie. Take Uber in and out, 300 Ghana. Just for one Saturday. Yet, when they say pay $15 a whole month for an email, then you are complaining. This thing, what is this? You know? So, you really have to realign. You have to rethink your business. The future is for those who recreate themselves and their business. You have to learn to invest in the right things because it's very important. Because all of us are here and doing the same thing. How do you distinguish yourself from the next person? So, what I'm saying really is that digitization is so crucially important. Just appear online proper. Just come online proper. Like if you're dealing with especially clients in Europe, once they can't see you online, you don't have professional email, forget it. They will not respond to you. They will not take you serious. That's the end. So you see that there are several beats you'll be writing. Tender, you write, apply. Nobody get back to you. It's not that you don't know the job because you are not serious. You are sending email to gmail.com, yahoo.com, hotmail.com. No. You know, when they go to your social media page, then they follow that you are just, when they go to your social media page, then everybody realizes that all the things you talk about is about those plenty gossips. Somebody has left the wife, the husband. Now they are fighting, they are back together, they have given birth, those things. Nobody will take it serious. You must have a proper business persona online so that when I come, I say, this is the person. Because that's what I can see and I can read. So I will make decisions based on that. So what I'm suggesting to you is that from today, you need to have a change in your life. For money, we're spending already. So long as you are alive, you always spend. Even the poor man's eat. So if you always think about that you will not spend, I can guarantee you that you will not grow and you'll be here. And all of this talk will be waste of time. So I really want all of us to take these things very seriously. Let's be deliberate about it. As we pray for our businesses, and then we take the right actions. As you gather these forums, make sure you talk to somebody you don't know yet. Exchange somebody's contacts. Because networking helps a lot. Because you don't know who is who can give you the next business. Okay? So, before I go, I'll just talk about the last experience I had with networking. We were on a trip going to, a group of Ghanaian business going to Morocco for an expo to go and do business, whatever, in Morocco. So on the trip, these two Ghanaian women who met, because we are all from Ghana going, one of them has an order to supply ginger to a big international company, but she doesn't have the capacity. So the other lady from Ho, Gloria has the capacity to produce. So whilst we are on the journey and they were talking, they just clicked. Now as I speak, Gloria is supplying consistently ginger to those people, and she's making a lot of money. That's how networking works. Just talking whilst traveling, because you have a need, and that need can be filled by somebody else sitting next to you. So you guys have to learn how to talk as business people. Tell each other what you do and what you don't do. Understand each other's pinpoints, the pains in your life. Say it in business-wise. Let's say for me, I just need somebody who can help me cut my clothes. But the next person will probably be a better cutter. So why don't you come together? As you are cutting, I'm sewing. Collaborate. Do it together. So that at the end of the day, we all make money together and be happy together. So on these few notes, I thank you so much. And I wish you good luck and congratulations once again. I'll hang around for some time, so I'll talk to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Tsonam. Thank you so much for such an insightful session.